In a pot over low heat, we're going to add 2 ounces of Jamaican black castor oil. A lot of people have had great success using castor oil to help regrow their hair in places they haven't seen growth in years. So this is an essential ingredient for this recipe. Next up is 3 ounces of olive oil. Olive oil is actually able to get absorbed into the hair instead of just sitting on top of the shaft, and this gives such amazing moisture and nourishment that our type of hair craves so much. And then we want 3 ounces of coconut oil. A big reason why coconut oil is so great for the hair is because of its content of lauric acid. And this is a fatty acid that has been shown to strengthen and protect the hair by reducing the amount of protein that our hair loses from the simple activities like washing, brushing, or manipulating the hair. Now you want to add a 1/4 cup of fenugreek seeds, followed up with 2 to 3 teaspoons of Brahmi powder. Now, Brahmi has traditionally been used to increase memory and cognitive function, but it's also a really great herb for your scalp. It's able to help strengthen the roots of your hair as well as slow hair fall, and some claim that Brahmi is actually able to thicken the hair over time. And finally, you want to add 2 to 3 teaspoons of Moringa. This stuff is another holy grail for hair growth. It's pretty much a storehouse for all the vitamins and minerals that support healthy hair in terms of hair loss and hair shedding, strengthening of the roots, circulating blood flow, and just overall nourishing the scalp and the hair so well. My hair has just flourished once I started using Moringa, and so this is definitely another essential ingredient. Now you want to continue to stir your ingredients for at least 2 to 4 hours, making sure that the oil doesn't get too warm to touch. If you guys have a thermometer, I'd recommend using that to make sure that the temperature doesn't exceed 130 degrees Fahrenheit. The idea is that we want our herbs to infuse as much as possible, but we don't want to warm them too much because the herbs, especially Moringa, is very sensitive to heat, so we don't want to just start boiling the oil because that's just going to burn everything. This is why I'd recommend using a slow cooker if you have one, because you have much more control over the temperature, and you can let your herbs sit and infuse for 24 hours without having to worry. But if you don't have one, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you keep a closer eye on the temperature and stir continuously. Now, once we're done infusing, we're going to let our oil cool and then add our final ingredients. First off is biotin. I get these pills from Nature Made, and I just like to empty 4 to 5 pills into the oil. Biotin, as some of you guys may know, is essential for strong nails and hair quality. It plays a big role in creating the amino acids that our hair uses to grow, which makes it great for those who are struggling with thinning hair or alopecia. And now we want to add about 1/2 teaspoon of MSM. Now, MSM is an organic sulfur that allows our hair to create strong keratin fibers, and it also prolongs the amount of time that our hair is actually growing and not at a standstill. Many women, including myself, notice that they shed way less hair when they either take this internally or externally. Just a warning though, some people do have an allergy to MSM, so please do a little patch test on maybe your forearm or the back of your neck, just in case you do get a bad reaction. Okay, now finally we want to add 15 drops of lavender essential oil as well as peppermint essential oil. These 2 oils are great for increasing hair growth and blood flow to the scalp. So now we just want to mix that all up and transfer all of our ingredients into a large jar and store that in a dark place. You can use this as soon as the next day, and you can just decant the amount of oil you want to use into an applicator bottle and use it as you will. Now you can let your herbs infuse in this oil for up to 4 to 6 weeks, and after that I usually like to rinse the fenugreek seeds and then make them into a tea and a paste. I am going to share a separate video about how I use this oil because I think I've kept you guys here long enough, so if you'd like to know how I use this, you can subscribe below so you don't miss that video. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you again soon.